Hello, viewers. Welcome back to Doc TV. This is your host, Doc Lale. Hope that you enjoy what I've got for you tonight. It's going to be a new facsimile issue of the Fantastic Four. This is the facsimile of issue number 7. And even though this one doesn't appear to be as classic as all of the other books that I've covered in this series so far, because you had Doctor Doom, then you had the Submariner, then you had Doctor Doom, then you had them team up against the Fantastic Four. This one is a story about the Planet X and the leader of Planet X, who is Kirby right here. And Kirby wants to kidnap the Fantastic Four, but not because he wants to kill the Fantastic Four, but instead he wants Reed Richards and company to help him save his planet. Meanwhile, Reed Richards and company have been invited to a fancy dinner from Congress, and nobody wants to go but Reed. Surprise, surprise. But instead, they end up going to the dinner only to be kidnapped by the robot from Planet X and sent back to the planet to figure out how to help them save their world and save the 5 billion people of Planet X. Say what you will about Stan Lee. Say what you will about Stan Lee stealing credit or not being willing to give proper credit to his cohorts and co-creators on titles. Say what you will about that. A lot of these stories had heart. And whether or not that heart came from just Stan or Stan and his collaborators, these stories, they pull at your heartstrings just like that Aquaman story did tonight that I read earlier. It will make you think. It will make you say, you know what? Even though I don't know Kirby and I don't know Planet X, and this is not the Mole Man, this is not Dr. Octopus, this is not Dr. Doom, this is not anything like that, you still get the action and the adventure of the Thing. You get Johnny Storm trying to go supernova for the first time. You get all of these different bits and pieces. And Reed finally, in his infinite wisdom, comes up with a plan to get everybody off of Planet X before this planet-sized asteroid comes and hits. So, I'm not going to give away the ending to this book. And like I said, it's on its cover, and based on that story, it doesn't seem like it would be the most interesting thing ever. But I have to say that it really hits you in the feels, because Reed can't allow an entire planet to be destroyed. It would mess with his sensibilities, it would mess with his morality, and most importantly, it would mess with him emotionally because he's Mr. Fantastic because of his big brain, just like the Thing says almost every issue. So you get these stories that are still chopped up into 5 different chapters. And this particular issue is one of the greatest books that Marvel ever produced in the Silver Age or otherwise, because you get to see the humanity in the Fantastic Four. You get to have a better understanding of each one of the characters and their motivation. You get to see the hurt and the pain in Ben Grimm's eyes. You get to see the intellect of Mr. Fantastic. You get to see the hot-headedness of the Human Torch. And you get to see the Invisible Girl be strong. And they all form together something greater than they're greater as the sum of their parts than they are separated. So if you've never had a chance to check this out, I definitely think that you should take a look at it. And I think they're going to go through issue 12 on this particular run. So you'll have the first year's worth of Fantastic Four issues. And if you just can't wait, issue 12 has got the first meeting of the Thing and the Hulk. So I think that will most definitely be worth it. Kind of hoping that they do the reprint of issue 51, This Man That's Monster, which I personally think is one of the greatest FF issues of all time. So thanks for joining me again, guys. I hope you enjoyed this look at the facsimile edition of Fantastic Four, issue number 7. Join me next time when we look at another issue of FF, or if I can find Witchblade, we'll talk about Witchblade.